Hello! This video is going to be about capitalism. I was gonna say not really, but yeah, it's gonna be about capitalism. It's gonna be gift ideas that mean what are words? Gift ideas so that you're giving money to your friends or small business owners instead of to Jeff Bezos. He doesn't need more money. So, my first idea suggestion is, I think, the most controversial one. Like, people flip their shit over this on the internet. Thrift your gifts. Thrift your gifts. I would love to receive thrifted gifts. Um, you can find such unique things, and I think it it's more sentimental to me because you really have to go out of your way to find something unique that you know that that person will like. Um like I'm thrifting all of my niece's gifts this year, and I have found her a Minecraft backpack because that's her niche right now. I found her a whole set of paints, like brand new sealed, because she's super into art right now. Miffy doll, um, that I will wash and then she will be perfect. A lot of books, and some books and picture frames are like my favorite thing to find at a thrift store. You could find the most unique, adorable picture frame and then like put a picture of you and whoever you're gifting it to. And me, a water sign, I would love that. I would eat that down. Um, but books, I thrifted my niece a book that is like brand new, no one has ever used it, and it's basically like you fill it out in kindergarten and first grade and second grade, blah blah blah, and like you can put all your art projects from those years and like kind of have a memory keepsake that way. And I think it's so adorable. um and I don't think I could have gone like into a Target and found that, I think they're very unique gifts. And um, another thing I'm getting her on eBay, I'm gonna buy her a little portable DVD player, and I've been thrifting DVDs for her right now. I just have Jumanji and Hugo, but as Christmas gets closer, I will dedicate more time to finding her more DVDs. But she loves Jumanji. I think she'd be satisfied with that. And she's very creative. I don't think she's ever watched Hugo, but I think she will like it. Next, in that kind of same vein, um, thrifted books or books from your local indie store. Um, Especially like I know the local indie store that I live near, um, they also host like reading groups and stuff like that. And I'm not personally involved in it because all the books they always read sound really boring. But I know someone I know does go to their book clubs and she like has the time of her life. So I think becoming more involved with your local indie store. I do shop there, so you can support them that way. And also, I think a big thing um, that's wrong with our society, and I will include myself, is this need to see like 100 gifts under a Christmas tree. Um, I think it kind of makes us seem insane. I think, you know, gifting someone a book is all right. Like if that was all I received during the holidays, I would cherish it, and that's okay. Um, but yeah, supporting your local indie bookstores. Colorado has a lot of them. I'm not a huge fan, but there are a lot of them. um, and I'm sure if you live in a bigger city like California, if you live like in LA or New York, you have way more options, and I'm a little bit jealous. Um, but thrifted books are also incredible. I personally love thrifted books that are written in, that are annotated. I have one of my most treasured books is um the Black Muslims in America book, because that book was on the official like Black Panther newspaper reading list during the years that it was published. And I like to think that whoever annotated it, like if that book is torn apart, it was read so many times. Um, and I like to be reminded of that. It feels like I own a little treasure, even though I don't actually know who owned it before me. Um, my next idea, and one that I'm very true to, um, if you have friends who paint, who draw, who do art, if you have people in your family who do so, commission things from them. This painting right here, this drawing of my boyfriend and I commissioned it last year from my friend Strude. I commissioned something else from her that year too, and the year prior, and this year, because again, I would rather my money go to her than to Amazon or Target or Walmart. Um, and this has like way more sentimental value. My boyfriend and I treasure this way more than if I if you buy someone like, I don't even know what brands are, like a Coach sweatshirt. I think Coach sells sweatshirts. Um, but you get what I mean. Um, yeah, this other one, my friend Angelica gifted to me for my birthday. She drew that. She painted that. And I will always treasure it. Actually, this whole area right here, great example of what I'm trying to say. Um, my sister also draws. Um, and I've commissioned things from her in the past, even though you're like, she's your sister. Still, um, she made me these little clay ornaments back here. That was my Christmas gift last year, and they have been there all year because I love them. I love looking at them. Uh, yeah, I don't know why it is like the norm to run to a department store instead of supporting the people in your life that you know make things. I love it. What else? I had more ideas. Oh, I have a fun idea that I don't think I will do, but if any of you do it, I think it's fun. I'm not artistic in like a painting or drawing sort of way like that. God did not give that to me. Um, Going to those like Color Me Mine, those places where you can paint like on a mug or something. I did that for one of my friends' birthdays years ago, and I had so much fun doing it. I think that would be really cute. I especially love if you have like younger children in your life. I love those ideas of like getting them a plate that's like, this is the plate they will use on Christmas. This is the plate they will use on their birthday. I think that's so cute. Um, but even something like my friend, the mug that I made her had like a quote from a meme that we really liked at the time, and it was fun. Um, so it can be literally like anything you want, and all of these, I'm like, these are just gifts that I would personally love to receive. um, but I think, especially if it isn't perfect and it's a little bit sloppy, it's more meaningful. I think it's a little bit more authentic. Or if you are really talented, I'm jealous, and can make your own ceramics, that would obviously be such an insanely beautiful gift to give to someone. Again, you could know someone who is really good with ceramics and commission something from them, and then you know where your money is going, and it's not to fund a you know what. I had another idea. I don't remember it now. I was like, you should jot these down before you start recording, and I didn't. And now here we are. Um. Oh, I remember what my idea was. Um, Gifting experiences, like gifting And it doesn't, I feel like when people say gifting experiences, it's like, we're gonna go zip lining in El Salvador. Is that what they do? No, they have the giant slide in El Salvador. I guess people could also go zip lining. I don't know. Um, I don't mean like big fancy experiences. I mean, if my friends were like, I planned this day for us to go out and get drinks at this new place that I found that I think you would really like, or if my friends and I did like an escape room together, my dream. Um, my friends for my for like 2 or 3 of my birthdays have taken me on ghost tours. I think stuff like that, especially with a ghost tour where the money is going to like this company in your city that like serves your city and the history of your city. Um, I think that's really fun. If someone, like I love being gifted a ghost tour. Um, the most unethical one I think was just the Zach Bagans Museum because that man is awful. Um, but otherwise, um, and the last one that's kind of, I guess, the most obvious is you could make something. You could make something. You could learn how to sew. You could learn how to knit. You could learn how to paint or anything. Um, like I said, I'm not talented in that way. I have started sewing. I made myself a dress, so maybe I shouldn't say I'm not fully talented in that. And I made my niece a little bag once, and she was like, "I love this bag because my aunt made it for me. I love her." She's just like my example of everything. But you could. I've seen people make like the felt picture frames, and that's like cutting and gluing. Um, you can cut and glue, but I don't know. I also think Christmas is a lot more meaningful when you deviate from big corporations, like prior to everything happening this year. Because the people we're trying to boycott like have always been evil and awful. So I think the whole point of Christmas is like being together, and that's definitely like what I'm personally looking forward to, what I personally look forward to every year. Um, and I think capitalism makes us deviate a lot from that. Um, but if you do end up doing any of these, even though it was very confusing and explaining all of them, and I really should have written them down and had more ideas, I'm so sorry. You could burn someone a CD. Physical media is coming back. Burn someone a CD. Make someone an 8 tracks. Go on number 8tracks.com. Sign up. If someone did that to me in the year 2025, I would cry. I still frequently go back to my 8 tracks and cry. Anyway,